You're not home. You left for a few hours, errands, a meeting, something short. You said, I'll be back by evening. I nodded, kissed you on the cheek, and closed the door behind you. And the apartment immediately became quiet. Not empty, no, just quiet. Your silence, the one that remains after you. The smell of your perfume is still in the hallway. The cup on the table is yours, with unfinished coffee. The dumbbells are in the corner, slightly shifted after your morning workout. I walked around the apartment. I stopped by the window. I looked at the street, people, cars, an autumn tree with yellow leaves, and thought about you. That's how it happens. You leave, and I think about you more than when you're around. When you're around, I just feel it. When you're not around, I begin to understand what exactly I'm feeling. And today, I wanted to write it down. I took my phone, I opened my notes, and I started writing. Because sometimes there are feelings that can be more accurately conveyed from the depths of the soul, not in words, but in poems, more openly, more boldly. As if language gives permission to say what you are ashamed to say out loud. I wrote for a long time. I crossed out, rewrote. I looked for words that convey not a thought, but a feeling. That fire that lives in me now, the one that was not there, or I thought it was not there, and which woke up thanks to you. These lines flowed from me so easily, although I had never written poetry to anyone before. It is at the same time strange, but on the other hand, I can't believe that love can inspire so much. Not just love, but a loved one next to me with whom I become different. So gentle, sensual, more affectionate, filled. This energy allows me to create. Here is what happened. Before I met you, I existed for a long time. I didn't live. I existed. I went to work. I planned, I controlled. I felt very right and very dead at the same time. And then you came. Not like a storm. No. Like the silence after it, when you can breathe. I lost myself in lists and plans, forgot the warmth of someone's hands, forgot that I'm not just a mind, I am a body, heart, and fire. These are the most honest lines of all. I really forgot. Forgot that there is something in me more than schedules and deadlines. That I am a woman. That there is fire in me. It was just waiting for you to remind me of it. And you did it. Not even with words. With a look. With that look across the table when you just look and I feel real. You didn't fix me. Didn't save. You simply stayed, and that was brave. You chose to show your softer side, and something in me came alive. It's important. You didn't save. I didn't want to be saved. I wanted to be seen, and you saw my true version, not the one I show the world. The real one, which can only be like that when there is someone like you nearby. So dear, real, dreamed of, alive, sensitive. My beloved universe, I watched you change, I felt you grow. And in that light, I learned to glow. You built your strength. I found my grace. Together we found our place. Do you know what I like most about us now? We don't pull each other up. We grow in parallel. You train. I dance. You become stronger. I become lighter. And we look at each other and think, this is it. This is how it should be. I like it. You touched my back and I stood tall. You caught me every time I'd fall. Your hands, your voice, your steady eyes. You are my favorite sunrise. This is care. This is attention. I see you. And I want you to be well. Such moments are love, not grand gestures. Hands on the back, my hand in your palm when we walked along the embankment. Hugs even when we are just cooking dinner and your smile. I am ready to look at it forever. I see you happy in them, and it gives me wings. I wrote this poem in the quiet. While you were gone, my heart caught fire. I didn't know I had this flame until you loved me just the same. This is it. This is the most important thing. I didn't know. The truth, I didn't know. I thought that living, passionate, fiery things weren't about me. That I was too serious, too busy, too in my head. But it turned out that I was just waiting for you to look at me differently, for your soul to be near, for you to come like the calm after the storm. I reread everything I wrote. I sat with my phone and thought, should I show it or not? On the one hand, it's very personal. Saying such words out loud is scary. It's always easier to be silent. It's easier to feel it inside and not let it out. On the other hand, you'll come back tonight. Come in, take off your jacket, say something short and warm, and I'll look at you and know that these words are on the phone, and I'll be silent. No, I decided. I'll show it. I won't read it out loud. I'm too worried. I'll just give you the phone. I'll say, I wrote it, read it, and I'll look at your face. You came back at 7. I heard the key in the lock, and my heart immediately raced. You went in, took off your jacket, looked into the kitchen. Is there anything to eat? Yes, I said. Lasagna. I made it for you the way you like it. We sit down to dinner, but I'm so nervous. I can't get the piece down my throat. I finally dare. I have something to show you. I don't know if you'll like it, and I'm really nervous. But here, I went over and held out the phone. What is this? He asked. Read it. He looked at me, a little surprised, and took the phone. I went to the window. I couldn't look. I stood there looking at the street, the same autumn tree, the same cars, and I heard silence behind me. A long silence. Then he said, quietly, but I heard every word, Did you write this today? Yes, without turning around. More silence. Then his footsteps. He came up behind me and hugged me, his arms around me, his chin on my shoulder. We both looked out the window. Your favorite sunrise, he repeated in a whisper. Is that me? It's you, I said. You didn't say anything else, just held me closer. And that was more than enough. Listen, you who are now holding inside you the words you are afraid to say. You who feel but are silent, who write in notes and don't show, who think too late, too much, too frank. Show. Not necessarily a poem, not necessarily perfect. Maybe just one sentence. Maybe just a look across the table. Maybe just me writing about you. Read. Love wants to be named. It grows when it is spoken aloud. Name yours. Here, I share with you my life, my feelings, and my thoughts. So if you are interested, subscribe to my channel and like it. Until next time.